Hi, LindaBauwin here from StampingWithLinda.com, your cardiologist since 1997, helping you create cards from the heart. Today is my creative fold card, and I'm going to show you how to do a V-fold card, and I'm going to be using the Apple of My Eye stamp set. This stamp set I am featuring with two other demonstrators, Kim Williams from Butler, PA, and Cindy Bowman from Hawaii. The three of us are going to be doing a kickoff party for the on-stage event in April in Salt Lake City, and our theme is Apple of My Eye. So we're having a swap, and so I decided to design a creative fold card for that swap. So I wanted to share it with you. I first started out with a piece of 4 1/4 by 11. This is the garden green, and I took my Stampin' Trimmer and I scored it at the 2 3/4 inch mark and the 8 1/4. Next, what I did was I measured up on each side 1.5 inches. So just going to bring that ruler in. I could do it on my trimmer, but I'm just going to make a dot at the 1.5 inches on both sides. And then what I need to do is I need to score from that dot to my score line on each side. So I'm lining that up in my trimmer channel, and I'm scoring. And I'm scoring the wrong way. Don't do that. I want the 1.5 inches from this way. So I'm scoring the long way because I want a deep V fold. So got that. Going to score, and then I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. So it's 1.5 inches up from here and scored at a diagonal this way. So once I have scored that, I'm going to bring in my big shot with my platform. I'm going to be using tab 1 and my 2 cutting mats. I'm going to be using the Elegant Dots folder. And what I want to do is just emboss the little flap. So I'm just going to line it up at the end, like so. Bring in that other cutting mat and run that through the big shot. Now, because I'm doing the V fold, I'm going to be showing both sides of that folder, the embossed out and the embossed inside. So I've done one side, and then I'm just going to do the same thing on the other side. And you want to make sure that you keep your folder so that it is the same on both sides as far as whether it's embossed out or embossed in. So both sides of your V will be the same embossed image. I've got that. Let's set my big shot aside. And I'm going to bring back in, and I'm going to just score those lines over. Now I see I did not bring my fast fuse over here. Fast fuse does work the best. I did not bring it with me, so I'm going to be using my snail. Again, I like fast fuse better for this project, but we'll improvise and use this. And you'll see I've got the embossed out and the embossed in embossing. So I'm just going to add my snail, and then I'm going to add snail across the bottom. Again, works better with fast fuse, but just going to use the snail because it's right here. And so I've got a nice V opening to my card. Next, what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring in a piece of 3 5/8 by 5 1/4 black, and then I have the 1 3/8 by 5 white, and I glued those two together. I used the thank you from that Apple of My Eye stamp set, and this just slides right into that pocket, just like so. So it's a V-fold front card, but then it's got that pocket to it. Again, if you use a tougher adhesive. Those flaps will stay down for you. But then I'm going to do the apple of my eye. Now the apple of my eye is a 2-step stamp, and so I'm going to take my Real Red and use the apple. As you can see, I'm stamping on my paper piercer. Just got a scrap piece of paper here, and I'm going to stamp the apple. I'm going to go in with the outline of that apple. Stamp it in the black, the apple of my eye, and that is what my downline is, the apple of my eye. Again, these are going to be my swap cards for my kickoff party, and I did not ink that very well, so let's go ahead and do that again. Probably really doesn't matter because I'm not going to cut this one out, but with photopolymer you want to push evenly to get a nice even coverage. As you can see, I did not push in the center of that stamp. That is why I didn't get that good image. So you can see the difference. See, because I didn't stamp the center. So I've got the apple of my eye. There is also a little leaf in the stem, so I used the Early Espresso. And the fun thing about a 2-step or 3-step stamp set is you get the color without coloring in. I have going to cut this apple out. Not going to do it on the camera, but I cut the pieces out and then I layered them on top of each other, so the little stem behind. I also took a scrap piece of black, and this is the 2 3/8 scallop punch, and I made a background. Oh, I see I already have put my dimensional on the back, so just going to peel that off and put that right on that black, so it really makes that apple stand out. Next, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take another dimensional. I'm going to place it towards the bottom because I don't want it to be too far up on the scallop so that it won't interfere with my fold. And just take that and put that right there. So there you have it. Creative Fold, doing a V-fold card with the apple of my eye set. Hope you've enjoyed today's video. Talk to you real soon. Bye-bye.